Yeah. Oh, yes. All right. Thanks for tuning in. It's the Mr. Show. And right now we're going to cover a serious topic. You know, there's things about dating that people have preferences, and it's okay to have preferences. You have your standards. You know exactly what it is about dating you're willing to accept and not willing to accept, right? So there's things about standards that some of the standards that people have are changeable. Some of the standards that people have cannot be changed, right? Like, for example, if a girl says that you need to lose weight, you got too much belly, or you got that double chin and double neck going on, you can lose that weight. Get to the gym, fix it yourself, you see it. But if she tells you that she don't like you because maybe you're balding, right? Or maybe you're too short. That's another one, right? If she tells you you're broke, you can fix that, right? You can make money. You can fix broke. But you can't fix if you're balding. Not really. And you can't fix it if you're not over 6 foot tall. These girls are requiring, right? So I want to say to the ladies that have these high requirements of men, just remember, it's a few things that the men want, and all the things that men want, you can control that. You can control that. Men want fit, right? So that's weight issues. America is the most obese country in the world. Men want fit. Hail up the passport, bros. Men want feminine. Again, that's something that you're born with and that it happens to dissipate out of your life somehow. Men want feminine. And that's something that women can give. It's not something like height that you're born with. You're born with feminism. Sorry, you're born being a feminine woman, and then feminism takes over. But when a man is not tall enough, or his hair is receding too quick, those are things that he can't really fix. How's he gonna get taller? So I'm gonna get into this clip right now, but I wanted to first talk about that, y'all. The expectations that people have, like, for example, you have some man who say, I'm gonna give you in Jamaican right now, you have some man who say them not want a marky belly. But yet still they know the woman that they talking to have a child. So she gonna have marky belly. Maybe. Not all of them, but maybe. High chance. That's not reasonable for a man that wants a woman that has a child, that doesn't mind if a woman has a child, but he will not take her if she has, what are they called outside of Jamaica? Not marky belly, birth tracks? What's it called when they got those scars from birth on their stomach? I forgot what it's called. But you know, if you have a woman that has a child, most likely she's gonna have those track marks. No, I forgot what they called, right? But and you can't really control that. It's part of giving birth. It's a sign of giving life. So I don't have a problem with it personally, and I know a lot of men don't. So ladies, the reason why I'm saying all of this is because y'all do this thing where you don't want no man that's not a certain amount of height. So it's about the height. This video is about the height. All right, so let's get right into it. The Mr. Show and I, Red Pill Rickster. I got my views too. What do you mean? Bruh. Let's go.
There is nothing about a man's height that is going to make him a better husband, father, love you better, show up for you, support you, pour into your cup.
What about size, Allison? What about size?
Right? So that height, I get it. It's primal. It's like if he's tall, if he's fit, if he's big, I feel protected. But do you know how many useless is tall and big, and they will not protect you? They know how many useless is tall and big, and they will not protect you. They're not going to protect your heart, your spirit, your mind, your family, your...
Yeah, but you got that little short devil, that little Tasmanian devil. He's only like 5'5", but yo, he a pit bull, yo. He's going after everything. Let's go.
We need to be more mindful of making better choices about human beings and how they show up for you in your life, and not how they show up on a runway or walking down the street.
Right? So I talked a lot. I talked more than the actual video, but I just wanted to point that out, that we all have our standards, and you're saying that you're not dealing with no short man and The short man them are saying, boy, they don't want no obese chick, right? We all got our standards and stuff, but we got to understand certain things cannot be changed. Can't change a man's height, right? So if it's a good man, you're going to lose out on a good man because he's not tall enough? You're going to lose out on a good man because he's balding? All the rude boy them, all the guys, if you have this issue going on, it's not an issue. You know what you do? You get your passport, get it up to date, and head out of town. Shout out to the passport bros. Because there's somebody out there for you, bro. Shout out to all the ladies that keep it real and don't let height and let certain things like that disturb them from finding themselves a good man, a good person. You get me? All right, Mr.
Nothing
Show.
about a man's height.
Check it out. Final.
That is going to make him a better husband, father, love you better, show up for you, support you, pour into your cup.
What about size, Allison? What about size?
Right? So that height, I get it. It's primal. It's like if he's tall, if he's fit, if he's big, I feel protected. But do you know how many useless is tall and big, and they will not protect you. They will not. They're not going to protect your heart, your spirit, your mind, your family, your womb. We need to be more mindful of making better choices about human beings and how they show up for you in your life, and not how they show up on a runway or walking down the street.
This one's gonna hurt now.
Feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not now.
You would not feel comfortable. I'll tell you why.
Would you feel comfortable, all you OnlyFans? Would you feel comfortable? Check this out.
Feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not now.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed.
Bruh.
Wow.
If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad. Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not now.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
Bruh.
That's one called shots fired. That was called shots fired. That was great. Wow. Wow. All right. It's one of the OnlyFans, all those chicks to understand that the men that subscribe to your OnlyFans and they're constantly sending you money and stuff, them men are worse than the SIMPSs. They're worse, yo. These niggas, they're disgusting. They're disgusting, but let me just enlighten myself a little bit. I found a little clip that actually brings me visual joy. So check this out. Whoa! Yo, let me hold on. Let me throw some music to that, yo. Let me throw some music to that. Check this out. Shout out to the Buzz Rhythm. Go there, girl. I love to see hot girls. I love to see hot girls. Go there, girl. Wind your body, there. Shout it out, girl. See the lights, them. In a Dubai. Wind your body, girl. See that girl, chop. See that girl. Hey. Hey. All right. That was great. Shout out to the United Arab Emirates, right? This girl, she's a dancer from out there. I guess she's on the streets, and I just thought it was real cool. So now we're going to get something serious. Candace Owens?
I would offer that I think that your clientele list is an examination of the weakest men that our society.
Calling the dog them. So what happens is this Candace Owens, I wanted to preface it for you, is that she's talking to an escort, and this escort here is defending her job and stuff. And Candace Owens is letting her know, like something I said a little earlier, is that the men that subscribe to her and the men them that is a bounty killer. The men that subscribe to her are a piece of dog crap, and they ain't nothing. And Candace Owens, talk to them
Your
now.
clientele list. I would offer that I think that your clientele list is an examination of the weakest men that our society has to offer.
The police officers, the federal agent that
men that
see.
cannot control their impulses
Okay.
are weak. That's my belief.
Bruh.
That's very important. Doesn't matter if you're a judge, police officer, politician. It doesn't matter. You, as a man, you have to know how to control your impulses. There are certain things that trigger a man, and everybody's supposed to know their best friend. Everyone's supposed to know their significant other, and they're supposed to know the things that trigger a nigga, right? All right. So again, Candace Owens, she's talking the real thing. She's saying that a man that can control his emotions
Bruh.
is really the true top shotter.
Men that
see.
cannot control their impulses
Okay.
are weak. That's my belief.
Well, I disagree.
Without question. Strong men are men that have impulses, and yet they keep those impulses in check. And it's an examination of the weakest men that our society has to offer.
The police officers,
that's
the
my
federal
belief.
agent that
Men
I
that
see.
cannot control their impulses
Okay.
are weak. That's my belief.
Well, I disagree.
Without question. Strong men are men that have impulses, and yet they keep those impulses in check. And those are
So-
the most desirable men that are in our society.
Any man that wants casual sex is bad to you because that's basically what they're wanting.
They're paying.
Yeah. And
Paying for you. They're going to a brothel with a stranger.
rather than drinking a girl into it at the bar, which is what we typically see.
Well, I don't think most men are date rapists either. I think a real man
Oh,
is gonna
that's
walk
the
up.
culture.
Right?
I think that's
She's
what
trying to
allows
see
Babe,
you
what
let me
she's
to
buy
trying
you
to
a
do.
drink. And, you know, I mean,
That's what allows me to
kinda-
know that you only see the worst parts of our
I've been in
society.
it.
Yeah.
She's confirming everything Candace is saying. She's only seeing the worst parts of society.
Bruh.
And she's saying, you know, she's bringing up stuff, oh, well, is it better for him to go to a bar and just get her drunk out of her shoes and then what? Candace, set her straight.
Bruh.
Set her straight.
typically see.
Well, I don't think most men are date rapists either. I think a real man
Oh,
is gonna
that's the
walk up.
culture.
I think that's what
Hey,
allows
babe,
me
let
to
me
know.
buy you a drink. And, you know, I
That's
mean,
what allows me to
kinda-
know that you only see the worst parts of our
I've been in it.
society. Yeah.
Haven't you?
I wonder what her body count is.
Bruh.
I mean, have you?
Well, you were married
did
to
you ever
an alcohol. You said you were married to an alcoholic, right? So
Well, I didn't even know he was
I
at the
think
time.
that
But
your
yeah,
opinions are being colored by your experiences.
Your experiences are being colored by your experiences? Your opinion is being colored by your experiences. Thanks for tuning in to the Mr. Show. I Red Pill Rickster. I'm going to let her dance and end the show this way. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to like and subscribe. I'm growing, and I need 1,000 subscribers. Come on. Shout out to King Jammy. Shout out to Shinehead. And once again, shout out to The Weeknd for this amazing sweater. Oh yeah, big up all the Toronto crew, New York. Shout out to my crew in Paris. I got some people listening in London, South Africa, Uganda. Shout out, man. Shout out to Berlin in Germany. Big respect every time. And all my people out in Australia, Perth. I'll see you at the Reggae Festival.
Bruh.
I Red Pill Rickster, a.k.a. King Turbo Canada at Instagram. Thanks for tuning in. It's the Red Pill Rickster Show, a.k.a. Mr.